I 38F and husband 50M have been married for 10 years and have a 1-year-old daughter together. He has a son 30M and daughter 28F from a previous marriage. Since my husband and I have been together, I have always bought his children birthday presents, Christmas presents and gifts cards every holiday. They have always made snood comments about me being too festive. But my love language is gift giving. Well, they both have children now. His son has 3 children under the age of 5, and his daughter has 20-year-old daughters. This past Christmas, his daughter and her husband hosted our family Christmas party. During the gift exchange, each household exchanged the gift they bought for the other households. For context, his children have never bought Christmas presents for me, which I am fine with. I have always been the one to purchase the gifts for my stepchildren and my step-grandchildren. My husband gives the adult kids gift cards. So while the gifts were being passed out, it quickly became apparent that this year they not only didn't buy anything for me, but not his for my 1-year-old daughter, their half-sister. So everyone at the party had gifts to open. My husband, my stepson and his wife, their 3 sons, my stepdaughter, her husband and twin daughters, had all bought for each other, and I had bought for all of them, and not one person bought anything for their baby sister. I gathered my things and my daughter and we left. Afterwards, I told my husband that I had never been made feel like a part of the family, and that's one thing, but for them to exclude their own half-sister, who is part of their blood, is a complete different thing. I told him I will never spend a dime on his family because they are not mine. Also, they decided to do a family photo shoot and didn't include my daughter. Aida?
As a judge, I will consider the facts of the case and render a judgment. In this case, you have been buying gifts for your husband's children and grandchildren for 10 years. And it seems that you have been doing so out of a sense of obligation and love language. However, it appears that they have never reciprocated with gifts for you or your daughter. The situation at the Christmas party was particularly hurtful, as everyone else had gifts for each other, but you and your daughter were excluded. This was not just a matter of not receiving gifts, but also the fact that they didn't even buy gifts for their own half-sister, who is part of their blood family. I understand that you felt hurt and excluded by this behavior, that you told your husband that you would no longer spend money on his family because they don't consider you part of the family. However, I also understand that your husband's children and grandchildren may not have intended to hurt your feelings, but rather may have been caught up in their own family dynamics and traditions. As for the family photo shoot, it's understandable that you would feel left out and hurt by not being included. After considering the facts of the case, I would say that you are not the asshole, Aida, in this situation. Your feelings and boundaries are valid, and it's not unreasonable to expect to be included and respected by your husband's family, especially after 10 years of buying gifts for them. However, I would also suggest that you have the right to communicate your feelings and boundaries to your husband and his family in a clear and respectful manner. It may be helpful to have a conversation with your husband about how you feel and to set some boundaries around gift giving and family activities. Judgment, not the asshole. NTA.